Hello friends, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, very excited and very happy to share with you. It's the biggest news and good news to share with you because today an announcement has been made by Honorable Minister Sean Fraser, our Immigration Minister. What is the announcement? What are the details? I will share everything with you. There are some videos which are available on the internet. They are just, telling the news. They are not telling what you need to do. What are the implications and how you need to do. They are not telling you that. So, please, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. And because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, share it with your family and friends. And for those of you who are not able to understand English, the same video is available in Punjabi also. So let's get started. Today's thing is big announcement by Canada's Immigration Minister. Yes, it is a big announcement and very happy to share this announcement with you. So first of all, let me tell you, this is a series of announcement, not one, right? There are a number of areas covered into it. So what are those areas? I'll come to that. So first of all, this announcement has been made today at 10 a.m. EST time, which is my time here in Canada, 10 a.m. EST time. Canada has different time zones. This announcement is made at 11 New Brunswick time because New Brunswick is ahead of us. So their time is 1 hour earlier than us, right? So 11 a.m. New Brunswick time because this announcement has been made at New Brunswick. So announcement has been made April 22nd and announcement has been made at New Brunswick Community College. Now, announcement is related to 4 areas. What are those 4 areas? And you know what? I know most of the people who are watching this are waiting, what will happen to express entry? Yes, this announcement is actually for express entry. This is for express entry, so it will bring smile to your face. So express entry announcement number 1. Number 2, for those of you who are in Canada on postgraduate work permit, this will bring even a broader smile to you. So postgraduate work permit. Number 3, TR to PR, and those who have applied already for TR to PR, it will bring another big smile to you. And those who are here on visitor visa, another smile for them. So let's get started. Start with express entry first. Number 1, express entry. So express entry, there was a pause on express entry. There was no draws for a long time, right? And what is going to happen now? This pause is going to end. Yes, the pause is going to end. And the draws will be resuming from early July. Yes, July this year, the draws will be resuming. So, one more thing. There was like 20 months, almost 22 months is the current processing time, right? That will also return to normal. It will come under that 6 months bracket, right? So now, what are the implications of this and what you need to do, which is very important, right? So implications. Implication, the first thing is those who have made express entry profile and just forgot about it, search. Where is your express entry profile? Check. Go and check express entry profile. Check whether the IELTS is valid or not. If the IELTS says because IELTS is valid for 2 years, your language test, right? So that is valid for 2 years. If it is expired already, go get the new IELTS and update your profile. Okay? Number 2, if your profile itself expired, because express entry profile is only for 1 year. If it has expired, then if you still qualify, make a new profile. Number 3, ask your spouse. Ask your spouse if female has applied, reach out to your husband. If you are married, reach out to your husband. Tell him, right? Please go ahead and get IELTS, get ECA. If male has applied, go and reach out to your wife and talk to them that we together need to go. You also get IELTS and get ECA, because that will increase your score. Now is the time, right? So gather documents, because chances are that you may get a chance in the express entry, right? And suppose your chance comes, then you start scrambling for the documents. You will be in panic. Now is the time, get your documents. And those who are just thinking, oh, should I make an express entry profile or not? Now is the time. Make the express entry profile, stop thinking. If you can't make it, reach out to our office. We'll get your express entry profile. This is the time, because draws are going to resume. So make your express entry profile. And now the proof, which is very important. The proof of this is right here, and I will put this into the description box also. This is the entire message from the Honorable Minister Sean Fraser, right? So you can clearly see last line, invitations to apply will resume in July, early July, and the 6 month service standard will be also there. So coming on to point number 2. So point number 2, which is postgraduate work permit, PGWP, we call it in short. Postgraduate work permit is an authorization which is given to not every international student, certain international students who qualify, and they are given an open work permit, meaning they can work anywhere. So they will be provided open work permit. The length of that open work permit depends upon their course of study, the length of their studies. If the length of study is, for example, 1 year, they get 1 year work permit. But if the length of study is 2 years, they get 3 year work permit. So major problem is with postgraduate work permit is that postgraduate work permit is only given to you once. Yes, once in a lifetime, not twice. Even if you go and study another course, you will not get it. So postgraduate work permit you only get once. That is the biggest challenge with postgraduate work permit. And now the problem is almost 100,000. To be precise, 95,000. So almost 100,000 postgraduate work permit are going to expire this year. Yes, this year between January 31st, 2022 and December 31st, 2022. People are under enormous stress. I'm using the word enormous stress. I get phone calls, right? They are into a panic situation. What I do? What do I do? Right? And we don't have an answer. Right? So the problem is, as I said, it is given to you only once, and it can be extended. No, it cannot be extended. That is the biggest problem. Postgraduate work permit, it cannot be extended. And that's why those people who are on postgraduate work permit here in Canada are in major stress. That what should we do now, right? Their options are limited. Their options are, go and spend huge amount of money and get a LMIA. And based on that, get a LMIA based work permit, or get LMIA exempt work permit. CICC draws are not happening. So where do we go, right? There was a lot of panic, lot of problem which was going on, and people are, as I said, under enormous stress because of this. What should we do now, right? And you can apply, of course, CICC experience class, but CICC experience class will give you bridging open work permit, but CICC draws are not happening, right? So these are few challenges. And Honorable Minister, and I'm really thankful to the Minister that this was a valid concern and which was addressed in a wonderful way. How it is addressed, let us see. So new change. What new change happened? As I said, postgraduate work permits are never extended. Well, that is now the thing of past. Postgraduate work permits can now also be extended. Yes, they can be extended, and they can be extended to 18 months. Yes, if your postgraduate work permit is expiring between January and December of this year, then you can extend it to another 18 months. I know, it's a big sign of relief. Yes, yeah, it is a big sign of relief. So you can get your work permit, postgraduate work permit, extended for 18 months, which has never happened in the history before. So you can get it extended, and which means you can stay longer in Canada, and you can keep working wherever you are working, and then also you can transition from your work permit status to the PR status. And all you need to do is get your postgraduate work permit extended. If you cannot do it on your own, we call our office, we'll do it for you at a very, very nominal fee, right? So not just one, not just two, there are more than 50 to almost 100,000 applicants which can benefit from this. So it is a major change which has been done by Honorable Minister Sean Fraser. So really appreciate this, such a huge change. Now, proof. As I said, everything requires a proof. Here is the proof, right? So proof is here. You can read the last line. Open work permit up to 18 months, and those expiring between January and December of 2022. I will put this entire detail into the description. You can check it on your own also. Now, point number 3. Point number 3 is related to TR to PR pathway. So TR to PR pathway, Minister announced new measures. Those are applied to the permanent residents through TR to PR last year. This TR to PR pathway was last year, right? So limited time pathway was launched. Here, I want to tell you something. Many people were waiting. Oh, you know what? I will apply next year. This will come again. No, TR to PR will not come again. It was limited time pathway, and to invite people who are already working here in Canada to apply for permanent residence. And this was closed November 2021, last year, and it will not open now. See, you need to understand something. These things are interrelated. When express entry draws were not happening, TR to PR was there. Now when express entry draws are about to happen, TR to PR will never come. So these are interrelated things, right? So this was closed in November 2021, and processing is going on. Now, then you say, what is the concern? Those who have applied under TR to PR has a major concern. And the concern is that they need to be here in Canada for the processing. But that thing has taken care of. So if your work permit has expired and you need to leave, you can gracefully do that. Your processing will not be impacted. So clearly stated, applicants will no longer be required to remain in Canada while their applications are in process. Applicants who apply for an open work permit while waiting for their permanent residence to be finalized will be able to get work permit until 2024. So why 2024? Because by 2024, end of 2024, government anticipating that they will finish the entire TR to PR workload. That is why they are extending your work permit. So you have a choice. If you want to go back to the home country, you can do that. Nobody is stopping that, and you don't need to go on an illegal status or anything. You can go back, and your processing will not be impacted. That's the most important thing. Now, if you want to extend your work permit till 2024, you can do that, right? Another important thing, and here is the biggest important thing which happened. So that important thing is that those who have mentioned that I have a spouse back home in India, right? Or I have kids in home country. Now, what do? I mean, you have not got your PR. So what do they do? Now, because of this new announcement, there is a new change which happened. This new change is that you can, as I said, you can get your work permit extended to 2024, and if you have included in the permanent residence application the name of your spouse and kids, you can get for your spouse a open work permit. So you can call your spouse here, they can come on an open work permit. You can call your kids here in Canada and they can come on study permit. So this is the beauty, right? So now let us look at the proof, which is again very important. The proof is right here. So again, I will share this in the description box. Again, proof clearly stating applicants will no longer be required to remain in Canada while their processing is going on, and their work permits can be extended up till 2024. And those who have applied for their families, mention their families, they can apply for spousal open work permit. Number 4, last, this is related to visitor visa to work permit. I have a complete video on visitor visa to work permit. If you have not checked, please you can check that also. So this policy came because of the COVID, right? And this policy came in August 24, 2020, right? In the year when the COVID started, right? So after observing for 6 months, government came up with this policy. And this is a public policy which came in August 24, 2020. So visitors can apply for work permit if you are a visitor here in Canada and you want to move on to the work permit status. If you find a job, you can go on the work permit status, and it has to be an employer specific work permit. It is supported by LMIA and you can apply from within Canada. You do not need to do any kind of flag polling, and the public policy says it has been extended till February 28, 2023. Today also, Minister clearly mentioned, right, about this. Before that, I want to tell you the benefits of moving on to the work permit status and what exactly you need to do. So what you need to do is that you need to, when you come over here on the visitor visa, you need to find a job, get your work permit within your time frame, right? Usually you get an entry of 6 months. In that 6 months, you can get your work permit, visitor visa converted to work permit. Now, what is the benefit? Obviously, you will always check what are the benefits of moving on to a work permit status as compared to the visitor visa. So the benefit is that you can legally work 40 hours in Canada, of course, and then you can apply for PR, because now that you are on work permit, you have the Canadian experience. Once you get the required amount of Canadian experience, you can apply for the PR. And then, of course, once you get a PR, you can move on to Canadian citizenship and get the valuable Canadian work experience. You can also get your spouse here on spousal open work permit, and you can get your kids also here on the study permit. Your spouse can come on the open work permit, and she can work or he can work with any employer in Canada because it's an open work permit, and kids can come on the study permit, as I already mentioned. And you will also get benefits like insurance, EI and CPP depending upon your workplace. So these are the benefits of moving from visitor visa to work permit. So again, here is a proof of what Minister mentioned and clearly stated that this temporary policy has been extended to February 28, 2023. So there are other important things which Minister shared about this, like, they are increasing the speed of a work permit processing. So work permit processing will be much faster, and of course the express entry will be much faster. The people will be coming here to Canada much sooner. So all these things are mentioned here. If you need to know more about anything related to Canadian visa or anything related to immigration, Canadian immigration, you can reach out to our office. Our office is located in Brampton. Email IDs and phone numbers are shared right here with you. And once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. This gives us a major boost. Please consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.